Arena family, hey, this is your newsletter for the month of May, and man, we're just coming up on 7 years of ministry with the Men in the Arena and the Great Hunt for God, and our speaking season just ended. It took us all around the country to New York, Oregon, Washington, Iowa, Illinois, Georgia, Florida, Indiana, Illinois. What a great season, seeing lives changed. I can tell you about Jeff, who sat in on a seminar last year, and then this year he came in to say, man, when I left the seminar, God really worked in my heart. I went home, I started going to church, I ended up leading my wife to the Lord. She led her mom to the Lord, and tomorrow I get to baptize my wife and my mother. And you know what, when a man gets it, everyone wins. Or how about Doug, had me pray for him, big giant of a man in the Midwest. He hadn't seen his son for 4 years, didn't even know where he was at, had no way of contacting him. He said, man, I really want to get in the arena. I haven't been in the arena. Will you pray for me? Prayed for him, and he sent me an email the next week, said, my son called me the next day and said, Dad, I want to come home. Will you help me? Will you come and get me? And he was on his way to pick up his son when he called me. Just story after story of men being impacted and men getting it, men getting in the arena. And just looking back on my first ever men's conference, I had 4 guys in the room, including my son Colton. And to sit in front of 1,000 men in Albany, New York this year as a keynote speaker, just to see what God has done in the 7 years, to know that our podcast started at 10,000 downloads our first year, was at 40,000 our second year, and this year we're on task to be at 80,000 downloads to 100,000 downloads. To see our Facebook forum reach men from 86 nations, and to see our podcast reach men from 59 nations. It's humbling to see what God is doing, to know that our Great Hunt for God Men in the Arena curriculum has impacted men in 25 states so far, and right now we've got men in Zambia meeting, in India, and Korea, as well as Alaska, which is a state in the United States, but you guys are set apart as well. So, hey, I just realized this, and in my time, we really work hard for the ministry and for the kingdom and for God, but I was impacted by the words of Paul in Philippians 4:17. He's talking to the Philippians, and he says, not that I need the gift itself, but I seek for the profit which increases to your account. And I just want to say to our financial champions, those of you who pray, who give, and who serve, thank you. We are working hard here to increase your spiritual account. So we realize that we're not just working for God and His kingdom, but we're working to build your account. So I just want to say on behalf of the Men in the Arena and all of the women and men and everybody who's involved in this ministry, thank you so much, because you are changing lives. And if you are not supporting this kingdom cause, I want to invite you into our kingdom cause and let us work hard to increase your spiritual account. So have a great May, and we'll see you in June.